Hey everyone, it's Dan with Storytime Paranormal. Welcome to my channel. Now, I'm out here in my office, and that is my Paralight. And the thing on the other side is my REM pod. Now, my Paralight was just going off. Shut my garage light off here. Oh, thank you. Wow. Can you do that again? And let me know that you're here? Who's ever here with me? Can you light that thing back up for me? Well, my name's Dan. I come in peace. And I mean no harm whatsoever. Now, guys, I was going to wait to do this, but I'm going to turn my spirit box on. Just because I'm getting so much activity on that Paralight tonight for some reason. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you if I did. I really didn't. Okay, so that's my speaker that I really like. I recharged it. Let me turn this up. Okay, so that was probably me bumping the table when my cat ball went off. Okay, who's here with me? Okay, that was not me, guys. I have a cat ball right here. Now, I am going to bump the table to set it up. So, who's here with me tonight that lit up that K2 meter, that Paralight? Patty, was that you? Oh, now you're lighting up the cat ball. My hands are not even touching the table, guys. I promise. Wow. Patty, are you here with me tonight? Hopefully you guys can hear this. I'm just going to turn this up a little bit louder. There we go. Okay, guys, my fingers are interlocked on my lap, not touching the table, not touching my tripod or the cat ball. I'm not touching anything, but each hand's touching each other. Okay, can you say your name? Who lit up that Paralight tonight? Now, Patty, you were talking to me really good in the house. Can you talk to me? Are you here with me? Okay. See that Paralight? Anytime the spirit box has static to it, for some reason, okay, guys, I'm just going to turn my Okay. Who's ever here with me? Can you touch this REM pod? Just touch this antenna or get close to it. Watch. See, it won't hurt you. There's a flashlight laying there on the table. If you want to, you can turn that flashlight on. That was radio chatter. Okay. Patty, are you here with me? Can you light that meter up for me? See what I mean, guys? The spirit box is static and that pair light lit up like that. And this REM pod does have, the reason it's so light over here on this REM pod is there is a thermometer, a temperature gauge on it. Now when I first came out here, I felt like there was something out here because my flashlight is fully charged, and when I was shutting the door, my flashlight flickered like it was going to go out. Once I shut the door, it's pitch black in here with no light on. So I have to head to the back of the room back here behind me to turn the light on. It flickered again a couple times, and then I was able to get to the light before it did go out. But it still obviously does work. It's still fully charged, it looks like. Okay, can you tell me your name? Who's out here with me? My name's Dan. I come in peace. Now that Paralight, excuse me, I'm hiccups. That Paralight was going off a couple minutes before I was able to get my video going. It was either twice or maybe 3 times. I can't remember. But then once I got the video on, it did go off another time or 2. Can you light that Paralight up again for me? My name's Dan. I come in peace, and I mean no harm. I guess I could leave that.
Strong
Temperature. Now I did bring Patty back out here with me, just as a companion, just because she's been sitting on the couch next to me, and every morning when I get up, I turn my K2 meter on and tell her good morning. I know that might sound weird to some people that don't have dolls that have attachments. Oh, hi there. Thank you. There goes the cat ball again. And Patty, is that you that's lighting that cat ball up for me? And you're not lighting the meter up? Lots of activity out here tonight, guys. But as I was saying, she's sitting on the couch every morning when I get up. I turn my K2 meter on, and I tell her good morning. I say, hey, hi, Patty. And she'll light the meter up. Not very far, but she lets me know she's still there. The spirit that's attached to this doll, like I've said before, is a 5-year-old. Not real sure how she passed, but she did. If it was something with her lungs or her stomach, I'm not sure. So I just brought her out here again tonight. She was sitting on the couch again, or still, and I had my K2 meter on. We just had some company over, a young kid we've known since he was in 2nd grade with my granddaughter who just graduated. And he just graduated from another school about 22 miles from here. And is doing really, really well. I'm very, very proud of that young man from the situation that he was in and so on and so forth. So he left, and I decided to go ahead and come on out here. I wasn't going to, but I decided to, so I thought I'd bring Patty. And include her in on this, and you know, if she lights up the meter, great. If she doesn't, great, that's fine. Something is lighting up my cat balls and my Paralight. It'd be awesome if you could turn that flashlight on. And guys, I've got my phone on a tripod. Again, my hands are still in my lap. I'm not touching the table. My legs aren't touching the table legs or nothing. Who's out here with me tonight? It's really cool. Really, I'd love to speak to you. I'm not here to hurt you or nothing. Can you tell me your name? Because if we're going to be friends, I'd like to know your name. I don't want to say, hey, you. I'd like to, whatever your name is, I'd like to call you by that if that's okay. Again, my name is Dan. I come in peace and I mean no harm. Who's ever in here with me, could you light up that cat ball again? Just touch it, make it light up and go off for me? I'd love that. I just have some questions for you and would like to communicate with you, just talk with you. You know, the other thing, guys, is where we live, this whole land, used to be an Indian, Native American, by the name of Chief Moses. That's where Moses Lake came from. So this is all Native American land before it became a military. Oh, thank you. Before it became a military base. Now, guys, excuse the shakiness because I'm going to move my camera down here. That was probably me. Okay. Can you light that cat ball up again for me? That was pretty cool. Now the reason I moved my tripod with my phone on it, guys, is so that my phone isn't pointing straight down. That way I've got the tripod sitting in my lap. I'm not moving. I love that Paralight over there. I love my K2 meter. My new Spirit Box, but right now I've got my PSB7 going. I love that thing, and that's my go-to Spirit Box. I do love my other one too. Wow. Anyway, what I was saying is, before this land became a military base, it was Native American land. Chief Moses was the chief's name. And then it became a military base. Now, if you do a little bit of research, you're going to find out that it was called Larson Army Air Base. And there is more tunnels under the ground here that run from here in Moses Lake south of here to a place called Warden, which is, I believe it's like 20 miles south of here. 15 to 20 miles south of here. And this was a Japanese war camp down there in Warden. And I told you a little bit of history about this place before. The base was used to train pilots of B-17s and one of their fighter jets. I can't remember what it was called now, to be honest with you. And in 1946, I believe it was, the base closed. And so this base housing, there's there's officer housing, and there's airman housing. Now, the street that I live on is primarily houses. There are some duplexes, but it's primarily houses. And, okay, who's ever here with me, can you light up that cat ball again? And my wife and I have had some very interesting experiences of late, meaning okay, I'm going to set this tripod back up on the table. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it there. It's pointing so that if that cat ball goes off like it just did, that was me. I moved I bumped the table, set my tripod back up there. But my Paralight goes off, you'll be able to see that too. Hopefully you can hear the Spirit Box. So anyway, we've had some very interesting experiences. There was a gentleman here one night, I believe I told you about, in, I would probably guess to be 1865, 1860 era. He was in the clothing attire with the top hat, the long black coat, and so on and so forth. in our living room. I was at work, when my wife came out of the kitchen from cooking dinner, here's this guy standing in our living room. She said he was so solid, she could not see through him. Our two granddaughters were back in their bedroom, and my wife backed into the kitchen and grabbed a knife for protection, a butcher knife for protection. When she came back out of the kitchen, this guy was gone. Now our screen door, when you open our screen door, it does make noise. Even if you're trying not to, it's making noise. When it shuts, unless you hold it, it's going to make some noise. Now I believe this was winter time. I'm not positive on the time frame. I don't remember, and she hasn't said. I think it was winter time. If it was, the front door, the actual front door would have been closed. It's like right now, it's, middle of September. It's a little chilly, but our front door is standing wide open. So the other experiences that we've had lately that I've shared with you about is my granddaughter, 16-year-old, and my wife both are empaths. Now, my granddaughter is seeing what she's guessing a male hanging out around my wife's in my bedroom and in the end of the hallway by all three bedroom areas and the bathroom. My granddaughter sees him coming out of our bedroom, and she's saying him because of the jeans that she sees him in. And my wife sees the same thing at the end of the hallway around that same area, the bedroom door, the end of the hallway. Now, the other night, we're sitting here watching TV, and we were watching one of our paranormal channels that we normally watch all the time. If there's a new video put up, we watch her. And excuse me, forgot my water again. Yeah, thanks for the reminder. That was clear. Wow. And my wife said, "Did you see that?" And I said, "See what?" There was just an orb kind of at the end of our coffee table, a white orb. And then she saw a pink orb over it towards the other end of the coffee table. Well, I didn't see either one of them. So then, we're still sitting there. It was later that night or the next night, I believe. I think it was the same night. A white orb flew in front of me, between me and the TV, and it went, I'd say probably about neck high on me, and I'm 5'9". So, it's about 5 feet up, and it went across the room in front of the TV, between the TV and myself, and it went straight up towards the ceiling. Which is, thank you. Wow. And guys, my hands are still in my lap. Thank you for lighting that ball up. That was cool. The other thing that we've got a lot of orb activity lately. I did get a new clown through the mail. It was not haunted, but when I took it out of the box, very, very unusual. I put the K2 meter on that thing, and it was lighting that meter up like crazy. Now, where I sit, and Patty was still sitting there, and I set this clown right next to her, and it was sitting there for probably 3 days. She would not light that meter up. And then my wife bought me 2 little clowns, little stuffed clowns or porcelain head and hands, and their bodies are filled with sand is what it feels like. And I had one leaning on her leg. The other one was between her legs, leaning on her leg. And for like 3 or 4 days, she would not light that meter up, that K2 meter up, for nothing. And I thought, I wonder if she's afraid of clowns. Because some people are, and I'll give you that. But so I moved my big clown, and he does not have a name yet. I'll just call him Top Hat, because he has a black top hat like Abraham Lincoln used to wear. So I'll just call him Top Hat. Okay, I just heard a thump. Who's here with me? Did you just thump something? That was interesting. Can you touch the paralight right there? Make that thing light up for me? So anyway, I moved all the clowns, and within 5 minutes, she lighted that meter up like crazy. So I've got a thing with her. Oh, thank you. Wow. That is very, very cool. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, I just got chills, guys. That was very awesome. I've got a thing with Patty that if we're using the K2 meter, and the answer is, I'll ask her a question. If the answer is yes, light that meter up. If the answer is no, don't light it up. So I asked her, Patty, are you afraid of clowns? And she lit that meter up like crazy. It went up all the way up to orange. It didn't go all the way up to red, but it did go up to the orange. And so I kind of chuckled a little bit, and I apologized to her, and so on and so forth. Remembering the whole time that the spirit attached to that doll is 5 years old. So that has happened. But my wife has not gotten any new haunted dolls in. And tonight is the first night that I've been back out here in probably a week. To be honest, I just didn't have the desire to come out here, but I'm glad I did, because my paralight is going off, that cat ball is going off. I would love it if you'd light up that K2 meter, this meter right over here. All you have to do is get close to that antenna and touch the antenna. See, watch. See that? Okay, that was me. I bumped the K2 meter. I mean the REM pod, and it moved the table. Okay, well, thank you for touching that paralight for me. That was really, really amazing. Now, the other thing, if you could touch that REM pod over there, that antenna right there, that wire thing, and make those lights go off, that would make my night. It really would. But I know there's an attachment with Patty. We've proved it. She's proved it. I've got a video on YouTube now. It's called Patty Says Hello and Goodbye, meaning that she lights up that meter. When I started the video up, it said, "Hey, Patty, can you tell everybody hi?" And she lit up that meter. Patty, can you tell everybody hi on the video? Maybe it was you that lit up that pear light. Patty, was that you that lit up the pear light for me? Can you do it again if it was? Okay, guys, I think I'm going to shut this off. Okay, well, thank you for communicating with me. I love the fact that you lit up the pear light, the cat balls. I really, really do appreciate it. Is there anybody here that wants to talk to me? So yeah, we've had a lot of orb activity lately, guys. A lot of spirit activity in our home. What else? Okay, I'm going to shut this spirit box off for right now. I might come back and turn it on again. Wow. Do you want me to turn this spirit box off? Do you want me to turn this spirit box off? Light that meter up if you want me to turn it off. Oh, okay. All right, so we're going to turn this off for now. Thank you for communicating with me. I'm going to go now. Bye. Okay. Now I'm going to save my speaker. And I'm going to trying to find the on-off switch, guys. There it is. Okay. So that was awesome. That was amazing. Thank you. Can you touch the antenna on this REM pod over here for me? That would be amazingly awesome. Thank you for moving that cat ball and lighting it up. Thank you for the pear light lighting up. Can you touch the REM pod antenna? It won't hurt you. Watch. See there? I'm sitting a little bit further away from it. So if you can light that up, that'd be cool. So all three of these pieces of equipment, guys, this is my new spirit box here. You know that if you've watched my previous videos. This is my shut that off. Okay. So anyway, guys, there's been, just a lot of new activity, exciting activity. And as things change in this world that we live in, we're going to see more spiritual activity. And as we become awoke, we're going to see more. Our eyes will be open to seeing more things. Now, just kind of changing the subject here, the topic here in the middle of this video. One thing that, I don't know if you guys believe in Bigfoot or not. I do. I don't know why there's so many sightings of Bigfoot. Could it be spiritual? Could it be metaphysical? Could it be a figment of our imagination? Could it be a rumor, could it be gossip, could it, there could be numerous things. I don't know. I've never personally seen one. I'd love to. I just recently found a guy on YouTube. It's Bigfoot Research Project. He lives over by Mount Hood in Oregon, and his property backs right up to Mount Hood. They can ride right out of their yard and start riding up the trails. And one trail, he had a video for July 18th, 16th, 17th, and 18th, I believe is the dates of 2020. And he's got a video from July of this year. And his girlfriend rides a horse. They train endurance horses and for climbing and that kind of stuff, I guess. I'm not sure. And he has built a electric bike, and he's got that thing's so geared down that it can climb. He said it's so steep in one point, almost to the top, where his bike will tip backwards on him. But anyway, they were coming back down the trail. Going up, they heard whoops, they heard knocks, they had rocks thrown at them. And then coming back down the trail, they had the same thing. They got to one point and they stopped to get a drink of water. The girlfriend kept riding ahead on her horse, and the horse was looking out in this meadow. And there's trees, not really a meadow, but there is a meadow back on the other side of the trees. And the horse was just staring in that direction. And so the girlfriend, she looked that way. She saw what she claims was about a 9-foot Bigfoot. And he was just standing there looking at her, swaying back and forth from side to side. Now the boyfriend pulled up and he was stopped. He was getting a drink of water, and he saw her girlfriend looking over that way. His girlfriend, I should say. And the horse just radar, ears forward, staring over in that direction to his left on the way back down this trail. Well, he looked over there and he saw the same thing. And he said it was probably a 9-foot Bigfoot, 3 to 4 feet at the shoulders across, just standing there swaying back and forth. And then it started coming towards him. It didn't sound like it was at a fast pace. Let me talk right. Because from the sounds of it, those things can move pretty quick. It was moving towards him, not aggressively or anything like that. But anyway, you guys need to check that guy out. His videos he's got some tips and training, and, he does this caw type call to his girlfriend. She does it back to him if they get separated, to let each other know where they are, that they're behind each other or in front, where they're at. Plus, I guess that calms the horse down too. And his theory is by doing that and making these other bird noises that I'm not even going to try to do. Sounds like he's gargling when he's doing the bird call. Excuse me. Is what is attracting these Bigfoot towards them. They saw, oh, thank you. Wow. Good Lord. They saw a group of 5. I believe it was July 17th of 2020 or July 18th. I can't remember. So anyway, guys, and he's gone over in the coastal range is exactly what he said. So I don't know if it's the pass that's on Highway 20 there out of Corvallis and heading towards Newport, which is the way my wife and I always go. We spend a lot of time in Newport, and we stay at the Landing condominiums. Beautiful. Anyway, we love downtown Newport. The old downtown. We love walking. We can walk from our condo to downtown and have a beer at night and walk back and so on and so forth. There's plenty of stuff to do and see and everything down there. But he claims that they've seen Bigfoot over in that area too. I'm not sure where Lolo Pass is. But anyway, just wanted to touch on that. The other thing that I wanted to run by you guys, I know I only have 5 subscribers right now. But my wife and I have been talking about some things and, oh gosh, excuse me. And my eyesight isn't real good, guys. I probably could drive. I can't see out of my right eye at all. I have glaucoma in it, and it's from high blood pressure. So if you suffer from high blood pressure, do not let your doctor or your eye doctor tell you that it will not affect your eyes. It's bullshit. I'm a living example that it will. My vision in my left eye, I can see out of. I don't know. I won't drive at night at this point until something changes with my vision. And it is getting better each day. But anyway, I'm not telling you that for sympathy or anything like that. But I've been thinking, just to be a little bit different, there is a book that I'm going to be ordering. It's kind of expensive. It's $120 just to order it from the person that I can order it from. Lives over in Vancouver, Washington. And the book is original, 1939, I believe, is when it's from. And what I was thinking is just have a specific night, and I can just take a few pages, or a time, half hour or 45 minutes, and just read the stories out of that book, calling it Storytime Paranormal Storytime or Fireside Chat, or I'll come up with a name and just run it by you guys and see what you think. If you would be more than kind to comment and tell me what you think. Is that a good idea? Is that not a good idea? Or whatever. But anyway, I think I'm going to turn the spirit box back on here for a little bit. And before I go, so let's turn this speaker back on. Okay, we're going to turn the speaker. Let me learn how to talk here. Okay, we're going to turn the spirit box on. And I'm reaching out to the spirit world. I'd love to talk to you. I would like you to tell me your name. My name is Dan. I come in peace. I mean no harm whatsoever. I have a lot of different ways you can communicate with me. I've got my REM pod sitting over here with a little antenna sticking up right here. A cat ball sitting right down here on the table. A flashlight that you can turn on and off to answer yes. And the paralight over here that you can, if you want to, touch the antennas on that, those metal rods that are sticking up. None of these items will hurt you or anything like that. So, we're reaching out to the spirit world tonight, looking to communicate with the spirits. So here we go. Who's here with me tonight?
Weekdays at 1:30 p.m. right here on the American Christian Network. Sandpoint, thank you for listening to
Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to scare you. I saw my Paralight lit up like crazy. Okay. Okay, can you? That was me. I bumped the table, guys. Okay, now my hands are on my legs, on my lap. Can you tell me your name? My name's Dan. We're reaching out to the spirit world tonight. That sounds like President Trump. Okay, Patty, are you here with me? Patty, I'm getting kind of lonely. You haven't lit up that meter at all since we came out here. Is that you that lit up the Paralight or the cat ball? Okay. Is there anyone here that has passed away from COVID? Coronavirus? Yeah, I didn't think so either. No, hopefully I don't get my video taken down for mentioning that. I wasn't stating anything, YouTube. I was just asking a question. Okay, so let's move on. Is there any clowns out here? Are any of my clown spirits out here? Can you light that Paralight up for me? Can you tell me your name? Sound like you said Chase. Did you say Chase? Well, hi, Chase. My name's Dan. Okay, is there anybody out here in the spirit world that wants to talk to me? Now listen, I know y'all want to talk. Y'all want us to hear your story. You want to tell your story. So go ahead and tell me. I'm listening. That's the other thing, guys. I've been doing a little bit of research. And all of us paranormal investigators, whether it's like me right now investigating dolls or Patty with the G team, I'm just using her as an example. I'm just going to say other paranormal investigators, okay? We all ask, is there any spirits out there in the spirit world that want to talk? They all want to talk. They all want us to hear their story. They want to share their story. So I just wanted to let the spirits out there know that they can use me as an avenue to tell their story. I can seriously believe in the spirits. I believe in the spirit world. If I didn't, do I think when I die, because we're all going to die someday, who knows when, I could be like my uncle and be 93, or I could be like my dad died when he was 50, and I'm older than that. But, you could be, we just heard of somebody that lost their son who was 20 years old. There's another YouTuber lost her son about a year ago, I think now, who was in his early 20s from a car wreck. So you don't know when your time is up, when your name is called, it's time to go. Sometimes we have time to say goodbye. Sometimes we don't. Excuse me. You'd think I'd learn to bring a bottle of water out here every single time I come out here, and I don't. But anyway, if I didn't believe in spirits, what do I think when I die, you're just going to burn me, cremate me, put me in the ground, bury me, and that's it? For all eternity? Well, I don't believe that's true. Why don't I believe that's true? Because I've personally experienced, like my dad. I was devastated when my dad passed away. I was 24 years old. My son was a year old. My son just turned 41 in June. And so yes, he is a husband. He is a father. He's a grandfather now. Good Lord. And yes, I am a great grandfather then. So anyway, many times over. So I do believe in spirits. I do believe in, what's the difference between a spirit and a ghost? Like Patty over here, she's got an attachment by a 5-year-old spirit. That little girl passed away. She loved that doll. I don't know why. I don't know if it was her mom's, if it was hers. I don't know. I can, and that might be a good question to ask her. Patty, did you love this doll that you're attached to? Was it your mommy's? Can you light up that REM pod for me if it was? Can you touch the antenna and light those lights up for me? Was it your favorite doll? Or was it just a doll that you liked and you wanted to be with it all the rest of your life for eternity? So, anyway, guys. Oh, it's an airplane. I heard a weird noise. We live close. Yeah, we live close to the airport, and we hear planes all the time. Anyway, so these are just thoughts that are coming to my head. Ask your friends. Ask other YouTubers. Ask other paranormal investigators. If you're a paranormal investigator, research it. Hey, what do you believe? I know that my wife believes, my granddaughter. What's very interesting is we have her best friend, who's also 16, living with us right now. And she's starting to see this somebody at the end of the hallway out here towards the living room. She'll come out of their bedroom, which is, if you walk straight down the hallway, you're going to walk right into their bedroom door. She'll come out of the bedroom to go to the kitchen, and she'll see somebody in the living room. After my wife and I have gone to bed, our son's gone to bed, she'll look again and nobody's there. So she's starting to believe. So, there's those kind of questions. I can't believe that somebody like my grandfather passed away at the age of 76 with lung cancer. He was a smoker, but he quit smoking and not smoked for, I believe it was 10 years, 5 years, 5 to 10 years. And he gets lung cancer, really? And he dies. Well, I don't believe for a second that they buried him in the ground, and that's where he's going to be for the rest of eternity. Yes, his body will be. My body, I want to be cremated, but that's. Oh, thank you. Wow. Wow. Cool. So, I don't want to be buried. I want to be cremated. And my grandmother, my uncle, my mom and my dad both have passed over. Do I want to even think that all those people are buried in the ground for eternity? No. Yeah, now their body will be. My body will be cremated. I say, that's who says. So, guys, just for some things to kick around and think about. I don't want to get too deep. I can get pretty deep if I wanted to. But this was just supposed to be a fun video. I'm very excited at how much activity. Tonight is the only other time, other than that one video I put up probably 2 months ago, shortly after I got my Paralight, that it lit up. It was going crazy. I tested my freezer. I tested other things in this room to make sure that it was not interfering with that Paralight. It was not. It was not. So I'm really excited that this cat ball is going off. The Paralight's going off. There's nothing by it, guys, and I will shine my flashlight over there. There's nothing around that thing. Nothing that's going to make it go off. Everything that's sitting right there, that flashlight, everything's sitting right where it has been the whole time. There's a cat ball right there. My REM pod's over here on Patty's left side. So okay, Patty, can you tell everybody goodbye? Okay, guys, well, I'm going to shut this thing off. Thank you, everyone, for communicating with me. Now, I will listen to this back with my headphones on. Oh, my wife listened to it back, and she's very good at hearing voices and hearing what the spirit box is saying. She's better at it than I am. Just remember, guys, the truth cannot be changed. If you tell the truth, it's the truth. It's not going to change. So if you know the truth will set you free. Always speak the truth in love, of course. And always go above and go beyond. Oh, thank you. Wow. That's awesome. I think they like it when I turn that spirit box off. Because I was going to go ahead and shut this video off. But can you do that again for me? That thing is so cool. Yeah, I better shut my speaker off. Okay, now I'm gonna unplug my. Oh wow, thank you. Now you're working on the cat ball. How come you won't work on the REM pod for me? That's pretty amazing. You want me to put it over there by the Paralight so you can play with it too? Okay. There you go. Now let's turn this. I want to turn that temperature meter so it's not shining my eyeballs. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and shut this off and call it a night. Look for new videos coming out. And to the spirits that have been here with me tonight, thank you very, very much. Patty, can you tell everybody goodbye? Because we're going to go back in the house now. Can you tell them hi by touching that REM pod? Or the Paralight? Or maybe the cat ball. Okay, well, guys, I'm going to go in. Let me shut this off. So, remember, that was me, you guys. I set the REM pod down kind of hard. I'm going to go ahead and shut this cat ball off. Okay, there we go. So like I said, if you know the truth will set you free. Always speak truth in love. And in everything you do, go above and go beyond, whether it's a test at school or a new job you have or whatever it might be. Go above and go beyond. And until next time, God bless. Goodbye.